welcome in Boise State. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So the Boise State Broncos kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Oregon Ducks offense will start this game off with the football. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment.
Hey, guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it. When we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found a great one, not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do it every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that all the time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they are going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position.
It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dante Moore. Got a man. It's Bear. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. And the Ducks are flying down the field. Moore to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop.
Call it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. His 2nd and goal.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here's Moore to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's gone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Boise State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's a guy who's going to have to make some plays at wide receiver in this one. Can't wait to watch this matchup against the supremely talented Brandon Finney. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Riley. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Headed outside, it's Griffin.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Get it out on the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? 4th down, Moore. Fights off the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. Extending the play. Fires downfield. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Going to the running game. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send up that offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Nice move, create some space. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him...
He's going for a big play downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And how about the big strike down the field. I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Moore, bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. On the move and looking deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Wagner. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Broncos moving quickly to the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Throwing more. Rushes on him. He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and a nice job understanding. They're trying to run a screen. They're trying to throw that over your head. They let you run up the field. You're not going to be able to get the sack, get your hands in the air, try to affect the quarterback, and a nice job getting my hands in the air and deflecting the football.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick release by the QB. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Cowboys looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, Boise State's head coach told me at the half he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Heaves it deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown! Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty. Oh, he's got some space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Dante Moore. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Here's the pressure. Trying to get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Finds his man, it's Wagner. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Broncos send out the punt unit. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They go right back to it. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Moore to throw. With the catch, it's Moore.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Moore will throw. Going for it all. Goes high to pull it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the front now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Running inside, it's Riley. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. Breaks loose. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needs. Pick up the first down. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. The Broncos will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, you can see the momentum and emotion starting to build. This coach played here, wore the uniform, and he wants to be the guy that gets them to that next level of success. It's starting to happen right before our eyes. They've got the ball and a chance to seal this win. This will be a huge moment for Coach and his alma mater. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll keep it on the ground. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Moore with the play fake. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. Makes the grab in their space. The 20. Inside the... And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Bates. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.